morning we have a lot of challenges on the keynote speaker talk about the trend for the future for the HRM, even HRD, what is we facing for the future, and mostly focus on the labor market, high competitive, everything fast, quality. Even earlier we go on with all everything fast. I remember on the 20th of November 2007 at Singapore, finally we become with talk about the ASEAN Charter พูดถึงเรื่องกฎบัตรอาเซียนบัตร ASEAN community under the ASEAN Charter we talk about one vision, one identity, one caring and sharing commodity. The question is, do we follow that? This morning, most of the keynote speakers, or even for the last recent year, when they went to the conference, we always talking about the competitive. We always talking about how can we get more in terms of GDP or economy, fast, quality. It seems like to me like we are take advantage of each other. We are one vision, one identity, or we are one caring and sharing commodity. Show you what I did from my own experience. So I'm going to divide in 4 parts. The first, belief, introduction about worry and social complexity and the need to adapt and accommodate of the AEC. And the second, I will discuss about the concept and the link of the contemplative to HRD and HRM, and the present on the application on the contemplative and give you some example of what we did, and also about the sample in the whole world what we did. Today a lot of multiple commodity, even in Thailand, they now apply contemplative as a tool to organization. And the last one I will give you the challenge and the summary, and then we have open session for a question. Therefore, unknown future, because we don't know what's going on for the future for the next 2 years, but we can scenario or we can predict by futuristic, right? So that, let's see. The first worry the Thai people is the people want to ready for the change, but every vehicle, what the change will be. Surin Pisuwan, the former ASEAN secretary, he point out that all sectors of the Thailand should be active, but seem to be too worried and panic. And he also recommended that the government may need to accelerate the solution of that time. The first thing that need to accomplish is to eliminate apparent corruption. Yesterday before we talked about 2.2 billion, and the last week we talked about over 1,000 of the applicants who want to be the teacher, and the corruption still remain. All the government operation need to transparent and ethical. If this is correct, it can be enhance the confidence of the country. And another worry we talk about the expect demand for international standard that increase corporate emphasize on productive profits adapting. Some Thais say not cope well due to education system. This morning we already mentioned about that. And today, farmer and trader in Thailand, the Thai farmer, stand to lose the business as they're facing serious challenge from many foreign firms, mainly from Singapore, which have set up rice trading operation and plantation under the ASEAN Assembly Trade Regulation. Although rice farmer and trading are limited in the Thai under the Foreign Business Act, but they can play around somewhere somehow how to run and conduct the rice trading in the country. And another sort of worry, this morning we concerned a lot in terms of the English language. you can see about this morning, and we talking about the linguistic, and we are about we should to have some maybe English. It should be another second language for 10 countries at the first beginning, and after that we can learn from any other country or neighborhood. This is a worry. This is social complexity. Important starting from the regard, he said, change ourselves to change the world a better way. From our position as educator, we need to ask how can the study of human resource management or even HRD help people to change themselves and their world of a better life or better way. Today we talk about KPI, competency. Today we talk about the employee in terms of the human to the labor market. We talk about the economy, like theory. In fact, the human is more than that. Contemplative education, we talk about humanity value. We not talk about the competency or KPI. We beyond on that. All the present education system and program are not powerful enough to make the people understand the reality and the complex and rapidly change to the social and economic reality. Exactly. You can see what's going on in terms of social program.